My child, my beloved, I need you to breathe for a moment because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary, and it is not something your mind will easily accept. Heaven moved something today just for you, and that is why this message reached you in the final minutes. 3 minutes, that is all you have before a divine letter touches your destiny. My beloved, before I reveal what this heavenly letter carries, I need you to do one thing. Subscribe to the voice that delivers God's warnings and miracles to you. Because every time you hear these messages, your spirit becomes stronger, your path becomes clearer, and heaven's protection grows around your life like a shield of light. Do not miss even one message. Your blessings hide inside them. My child, listen carefully. There is a letter that was never meant for anyone's eyes except yours. A letter written with truth so powerful that even the angels stepped back when they saw what name was written in the corner. You think you know your life, but you do not know how close heaven has been to changing everything for you in a single moment. And now that moment has arrived, beloved, a shocking truth is traveling toward you. Something about your inheritance, something that was blocked, delayed, hidden, or stolen from you long ago. You think you lost it. You think someone else claimed it. But heaven says, no, it was preserved for the right time. And that time is this very minute. My child, the angels are whispering urgently. They say, tell them to open this. Tell them not to ignore this sign. Tell them their inheritance is rising like a miracle that refused to die. You are not reading this randomly. You are reading this because an unexpected person, someone you never imagined, sent a message from beyond the physical world. And if you delay, the divine timing may close. My beloved, do you feel that pull inside your chest? That is not fear. That is recognition. Your soul knows something is coming. Your spirit knows you are standing on the edge of a revelation that will rewrite your life. You feel it because your destiny has been touched by a name from your past. A name that walked away or was taken away or was separated from your life but never forgot you. My child, the angels showed me the moment this letter was sealed. A hand trembling with truth. A heart filled with unfinished words, a soul that carried love, regret, gratitude, or confession. Someone knew that if they sent this message earlier, you would not have understood it. You were not ready. But today, your spirit has reached the level where the truth can stand before you without breaking you. My beloved, listen closely. This shocking news about your inheritance is not just about money, land, or property. It is about justice, something you deserved, something that belonged to you, something someone tried to take, hide, or claim. But heaven has stepped in now. Archangel Michael himself is watching over this transition, ensuring that no hand, no darkness, no manipulation can touch what is yours. My child, there is urgency because spiritual doors do not stay open forever. 3 minutes is not random. It is the time heaven gives before a blessing shifts to someone else. Before the divine mail changes direction, before your inheritance is sealed again. My beloved, I need you awake. I need you aware. I need you here fully present because the sender of this letter will shock you. It is someone connected to your bloodline, your destiny line, or your soul line. Someone who carries a piece of your story inside their heart. My child, you must open yourself to this truth. You may shake. You may feel your heartbeat rising. You may feel energy traveling through your spine. This is angelic contact. This is the moment when your spiritual senses wake up and recognize divine timing. My beloved, you were never forgotten. This inheritance, this blessing was delayed only because your journey wasn't ready to receive it. But now the angels say, your spirit has matured, your wounds have transformed into wisdom, and your heart is finally strong enough to hold the truth that was written for you long ago. My child, the letter is coming, and you won't believe who wrote it. Someone who thought of you in their last moments. Someone who prayed for you with their final breath. Someone who wanted to leave you with more than words. They wanted to leave you with power, protection, love, and justice. My beloved, everything in your life has been leading to this message. Do not ignore this. You are standing in the exact moment heaven prepared for you before you were even born. My child, my beloved, you are feeling something right now. A strange pull, a quiet tremble, a sense that something invisible is moving toward you. Do not ignore this feeling. This is what it feels like when heaven's timeline opens. When destiny begins to walk toward you instead of you chasing it. My beloved, the angels are moving quickly, faster than you realize. They are shifting paperwork in the spiritual world, removing obstacles, undoing knots that were tied by people who did not want you to rise. You don't know how many hands interfered with your inheritance. But Archangel Michael knows every name, every shadow, every intention. My child, the truth is simple. You were supposed to receive something a long time ago, and someone blocked it, someone hid it, someone tried to claim it, someone whispered lies, someone changed details behind your back. But heaven watched everything. And now that person can no longer stop what was written for you before your birth. My beloved, this is why your heart has been restless. You have felt a strange emptiness as if something has been missing from your life. Something you could not explain. That missing piece was your rightful share of a blessing that belongs to your name, your blood, your destiny. My child, listen closely. This inheritance is not just material. This is spiritual compensation for every tear, for every betrayal, for every delay, for every loss, for every time you were left with nothing while others walked away with everything. My beloved, heaven says the time of imbalance is over. Your life is moving into alignment. Your blessing is unlocking. Your spiritual court has declared justice in your favor. My child, do you understand the power of this moment? The letter that carries this truth is not an ordinary letter. It carries the energy of someone who crossed dimensions to make sure you receive this message. Someone who refused to let their final truth be buried. Someone who left this world but their love for you refused to die. My beloved, the sender of this letter has been trying to reach you in dreams, in memories, in sudden feelings of warmth or pressure around your shoulders, but you didn't recognize it. You thought it was just emotion, but no, those were signs. My child, you must prepare yourself because when this truth unfolds, it will shock you. My beloved, this is why your heart has been restless. You have felt a strange emptiness, as if something has been missing from your life, something you could not explain. That missing piece was your rightful share of a blessing that belongs to your name, your blood, your destiny. My child, listen closely. This inheritance is not just material. This is spiritual compensation. For every tear, for every betrayal, for every delay, for every loss, for every time you were left with nothing while others walked away with everything. My beloved, heaven says the time of imbalance is over. Your life is moving into alignment. Your blessing is unlocking. Your spiritual court has declared justice in your favor. My child, do you understand the power of this moment? The letter that carries this truth is not an ordinary letter. It carries the energy of someone who crossed dimensions to make sure you receive this message. Someone who refused to let their final truth be buried. Someone who left this world but their love for you refused to die. My beloved, the sender of this letter has been trying to reach you in dreams, in memories, in sudden feelings of warmth or pressure around your shoulders, but you didn't recognize it. You thought it was just emotion, but no, those were signs. My child, you must prepare yourself because when this truth unfolds, it will shock you. Someone you trusted less may have loved you more. Someone who never said the words may have carried your name inside their heart. Someone who was silent in life is now loud in the spiritual realm. My beloved, the angels are guarding this truth because someone in your present life may try to stop you from receiving it even now. Not everyone who smiles at you wants to see you rise. Not everyone who acts innocent is innocent. Not everyone who stays close has pure intentions. My child, this is why Archangel Michael stood before your path today. This message came through because heaven did not want you to be misled anymore. You are entering a moment where everything hidden becomes visible, where every lie becomes exposed, where every truth returns like a wave of justice. My beloved, this letter carries three things: a truth, a regret, and a revelation. My child, when you see the name of the sender, your breath will stop for a moment. You may sit down. You may cover your face. You may feel your heart race. But don't fear. This is destiny meeting you face to face. My beloved, the inheritance they wrote about is not small. It is something that will remove a burden from your life. Something that will open a door. Something that will change a decision you were about to make. Something that will give you strength again. My child, I need you to stay alert. This moment is fragile. Timing is everything. The angel said, "You have 3 minutes because heaven works in windows, not hours. If you miss this window, the energy shifts, blessings move, destiny reassigns." My beloved, that is why this message reached you now. Because the door is open, but it won't stay open forever. My child, The person who sent the letter wants you to know something they never had the courage to tell you in life. A truth they carried silently. A truth you deserve to hear. A truth that will fill the space inside you that has been empty for years. My beloved, open your heart. Open your spirit. Open this message inside you. Because you were chosen to receive this. You were guided to it. You were pulled to it. This is not coincidence. This is divine alignment. My child, everything is changing. And it begins with the letter that carries your inheritance back to you. My child, my beloved, there is something you need to understand before this truth reaches you. Not every inheritance is given through hands. Some are given through hearts. Some are passed through prayers, and some are released through spiritual agreements made long before you touched this earth. My beloved, this is why your life felt blocked in certain places. There were blessings with your name on them, but the timing was locked. There were doors meant to open for you, but the keys were held by someone whose heart was still carrying unfinished business with you. And now that person whose presence you left behind in time is reaching out one last time to complete what they could not finish. My child, this is why your soul feels heavier today, softer today, more open today. You are receiving signals from the spiritual world. You may have felt chills. You may have felt warmth on your arms. You may have suddenly remembered someone you haven't thought about in years. These are not coincidences. These are the echoes of the sender spirit. My beloved, the angels showed me something. I saw a candle burning but refusing to melt. A flame that stayed untouched by wind. That flame represents your connection to the one who sent this letter. No distance, no time, no separation could extinguish it. The bond remained alive even after physical life ended. My child, listen carefully. The shocking news about your inheritance is not meant to scare you. It is meant to free you. Free you from financial burdens. Free you from emotional weight. Free you from a karmic cycle that has repeated for generations. You are the one chosen to end it. You are the one chosen to rise. You are the one chosen to receive what others mishandled. My beloved, there is a reason you have struggled so hard. People took advantage of you. People underestimated you. People dismissed your worth. People blocked what was yours. People try to silence your destiny. But heaven says enough. Your story shifts today. My child, do not ignore this message. This inheritance comes with a revelation that will change the way you look at someone in your life right now. Someone has been pretending. Someone has been acting supportive but carrying envy. Someone knows a part of this truth but never wanted you to discover it. My beloved, when this letter arrives, masks will fall. Faces will reveal intentions. Lies will collapse. And the truth that was buried will rise to the surface like a divine wave. My child, the angels already began exposing things around you. Have you noticed how certain people have been acting strangely? Avoiding your eyes? Becoming quiet when you enter? Asking unusual questions? Behaving as though they are waiting for something? This is because they sense a shift. Your blessing threatens their comfort. My beloved, you are stepping into a moment where your life separates from the people who secretly try to hold you down. This is not just an inheritance. It is a transfer of spiritual authority. Heaven is restoring what was stolen, and those who benefited from your losses will soon watch you rise. My child, let me speak to your heart. You may feel unprepared. You may feel undeserving. You may feel confused. But heaven does not make mistakes. People blocked what was yours. People tried to silence your destiny. But heaven says enough. Your story shifts today. My child, do not ignore this message. This inheritance comes with a revelation that will change the way you look at someone in your life right now. Someone has been pretending. Someone has been acting supportive but carrying envy. Someone knows a part of this truth but never wanted you to discover it. My beloved, when this letter arrives, masks will fall. Faces will reveal intentions. Lies will collapse. And the truth that was buried will rise to the surface like a divine wave. My child, the angels already began exposing things around you. Have you noticed how certain people have been acting strangely? Avoiding your eyes, becoming quiet when you enter, asking unusual questions, behaving as though they are waiting for something. This is because they sense a shift. Your blessing threatens their comfort. My beloved, you are stepping into a moment where your life separates from the people who secretly tried to hold you down. This is not just an inheritance. It is a transfer of spiritual authority. Heaven is restoring what was stolen, and those who benefited from your losses will soon watch you rise. My child, let me speak to your heart. You may feel unprepared. You may feel undeserving. You may feel confused. But heaven does not make mistakes. If this message reached you today, it is because your spirit has been chosen to carry what others mishandled. My beloved, the angels say something powerful. The one who sent the letter did not want to leave this world without blessing you. My child, imagine that someone thought of you at the moment when their soul was crossing into light. Someone spoke your name when their heart was taking its final beats. Someone felt you in their spirit even when their eyes were closing forever. This love is not ordinary love. This connection is not of this world. My beloved, this letter is proof that even after death, truth finds a way. Even after silence, voices return. Even after separation, destinies reconnect. The universe bends to deliver what was promised to your soul. My child, you won't believe who sent it. Not because their name is unfamiliar, but because you never thought they carried this much love for you, this much truth, this much intention, this much regret. My beloved, you are about to be shown something that will make you sit back, hold your breath, and whisper. So this is why everything happened. My child, the moment is close. Your 3 minutes are not symbolic. They are literal. The spiritual window has opened. Your inheritance is moving toward you. The truth is unfolding. Stay awake. Stay open. Stay present. Because the next part of this message will reveal what your heart has been waiting to understand for years. My child, my beloved, before I reveal what heaven is preparing to place in your hands, I need you to understand the weight of what is happening around you right now. The spiritual realm is louder than usual. Your name is being spoken in places you cannot see. In rooms of light, in heavenly halls where destinies are shaped and restored. My beloved, you may not realize it, but your spirit has been fighting battles while you were sleeping. Your soul has been pushing through layers of generational blocks, ancestral wounds, and forgotten promises. And now, at last, the walls are breaking. The light is entering. The truth is approaching. My child, the inheritance coming toward you is not small. Carries the energy of years. Years of what you were owed, years of what was withheld, years of blessings that piled up above you because they could not be delivered until the right moment. That moment is now. My beloved, there is urgency in heaven because someone tried to seal this truth away permanently. A person who believed that if you never found out, you would never rise. Someone who benefited from your silence. Someone who knew the truth but pretended they didn't. My child, heaven intervened. Archangel Michael stood between you and the one who tried to bury your blessing. No human plan can stand against divine timing. No lie can stand against truth when God decides to reveal it. No shadow can remain when heaven opens its light. My beloved, someone is nervous right now. Someone is pacing. Someone is restless. Someone knows something is shifting but doesn't understand how. That person tried to take what belonged to you, and the angels are watching them. My child, when the letter arrives, a name will be written on it that you did not expect. It is someone connected to your past. Someone who held a deep emotion for you. Love, guilt, admiration, or protection. Someone who left before explaining everything. Someone who carried a secret inside their heart. A secret they could not take with them into the next world. My beloved, the truth inside that letter is powerful enough to bring tears to your eyes. Not because it will hurt you, but because it will finally make sense. Everything that confused you, everything that pained you, everything that made you feel abandoned or overlooked, it will all come together in one moment. My child, do you know what the angels showed me? They showed me two hands, one earthly, one heavenly, reaching for you at the same time. The earthly hand tried to block your blessing. The heavenly hand fought to release it. And now the heavenly hand has won. My beloved, you may not realize this, but you are entering a season where everything hidden becomes visible. Watch carefully in the coming days. People will reveal who they truly are. Masks will slip. You will see intentions clearly. Those who celebrated your pain will be exposed. Those who pretended ignorance will reveal their guilt without even speaking. My child, the inheritance you are receiving is more than material. It is emotional closure. It is spiritual justice. It is divine confirmation that you were never forgotten. Even the one who sent this letter could not leave this world without leaving something behind for you. My beloved, let me whisper a truth into your heart. The sender of this letter loved you in silence. They prayed for you without your knowledge. They watched over you in ways you never noticed. They regretted something deeply, something they wished they could undo, something they wished they had said, something they wished they had given. And this letter is their final chance to make it right. My child, this is why your spirit feels heavy today. You are being prepared for emotional truth. The kind of truth that heals something deep. The kind of truth that brings peace to a wound you've carried for years. The kind of truth that only love can deliver. My beloved, the angels say there is a reason you were chosen to receive this message. You are pure-hearted. You forgive easily. You carry light even after being hurt. You continue to love even after being betrayed. This is why heaven protects you with such strength. My child, the inheritance you are receiving is more than material. It is emotional closure. It is spiritual justice. It is divine confirmation that you were never forgotten. Even the one who sent this letter could not leave this world without leaving something behind for you. My beloved, let me whisper a truth into your heart. The sender of this letter loved you in silence. They prayed for you without your knowledge. They watched over you in ways you never noticed. They regretted something deeply, something they wished they could undo, something they wished they had said, something they wished they had given. And this letter is their final chance to make it right. My child, this is why your spirit feels heavy today. You are being prepared for emotional truth. The kind of truth that heals something deep. The kind of truth that brings peace to a wound you've carried for years. The kind of truth that only love can deliver. My beloved, the angels say there is a reason you were chosen to receive this message. You are pure-hearted. You forgive easily. You carry light even after being hurt. You continue to love even after being betrayed. This is why heaven protects you with such strength. My child, the letter that is coming carries not only truth but power. Power to change your path. Power to free you from a burden. Power to open a door that was locked. Power to shift your destiny into alignment. My beloved, you won't believe who sent it. Your soul may have whispered their name already. A face you haven't thought of in a long time. A voice that echoes in your memories. A presence that has always lingered around you quietly. My child, prepare yourself. When the truth unfolds, you will understand why heaven waited until this exact moment. You were not ready before. Now you are, my beloved. The window is still open. The energy around you is shifting quickly. The blessing is moving toward you like wind. The letter is vibrating with truth waiting to be opened. You must not miss what the next part will tell you. It brings you closer to the identity of the sender and to the inheritance that has your name written in heavenly ink. My child, my beloved, before I reveal more about the one who sent the letter, I need you to understand the spiritual atmosphere around you. There is movement in the unseen. There is a rearrangement happening around your destiny. Your name is being spoken in places where truth cannot be hidden, where lies cannot stay untouched, where justice cannot be delayed. My beloved, heaven has opened a file with your name on it. This file contains everything you lost, everything you were denied, everything that was wrongly taken, everything you cried for, everything you waited for. And the angels are preparing to return it to you, pressed down, multiplied, expanded, elevated. My child, the inheritance that is coming to you is not an accident. It is not a coincidence. It is not luck. It is the outcome of spiritual debts that are finally being paid back to your soul. My beloved, do you know why this took so long? Because the person who sent the letter struggled with guilt for years. They carried a truth they didn't speak. They carried love they didn't express. They carried knowledge of something that belonged to you, but they didn't know how to tell you. And then time ran out. My child, when they crossed into the realm of truth, they understood they could not carry that secret forward. They had to release it. They had to correct the imbalance. They had to let heaven deliver what their earthly hands could not. My beloved, the angels showed me a moment where this person looked at something that belonged to you, something physical, something symbolic, something valuable, and whispered your name with a shaking voice. They knew deep inside that it was yours, that you deserved it, that you were the rightful one. But fear, family pressure, confusion, or circumstances kept them silent. My child, they did not want to leave this world with that weight on their soul. So they wrote a letter they hoped would reach you. And heaven ensured that it would. My beloved, you must be prepared. When the truth reveals itself, someone in your current life may not react well because this letter exposes them. It exposes what they tried to hide. It exposes what they took. It exposes how they blocked you. It exposes their intentions. My child, they will act shocked. They will pretend innocence. They will claim they knew nothing. But heaven says their actions are already known. Their energy is already judged. Their intentions are already exposed in the spiritual realm. My beloved, you do not need to seek revenge. You do not need to confront them. You do not need to prove anything. Heaven is handling it. Every lie will fall apart on its own. Every hidden truth will rise without your effort. My child, the sender of this letter wants to give you something they could not give you in life. Closure, understanding, peace, and your rightful inheritance. My beloved, you may feel emotional as you read this, sudden warmth, tears gathering without reason, goosebumps on your arms, a strange heaviness in your chest. These are signs their spirit is close. They are guiding this moment. They are touching your energy. They want you to feel their presence one last time. My child, the angels whispered something powerful. The one who sent the letter never stopped caring about them. My beloved, that is why this truth is arriving now. Because their love, their regret, their responsibility, and their unfinished words have been carried through dimensions just to reach you. My child, the inheritance coming your way will not only surprise you, it will change your understanding of your past. Suddenly, things that never made sense will make sense. Why someone avoided you, why someone was distant, why certain decisions were made without your knowledge, why you felt watched over without seeing who was watching. My beloved, this is not just revelation. His is healing. My child, there is something you need to know. This letter does not just reveal an inheritance. It reveals a secret decision someone made about you long ago. A decision that shaped your destiny in ways you never saw. A decision that will now be returned to your hands. My beloved, you will not be the same after this truth reaches you. Your spirit will feel lighter. Your heart will feel clearer. Your path will feel guided. This is the moment your story begins again. My child, you are getting closer to the identity of the sender. Everything is leading to their name, their memory, their last intention, their final act of love. And the next part will bring you closer to understanding exactly who they are. My child, my beloved, the one who sent the letter never stopped caring about them. My beloved, that is why this truth is arriving now. Because their love, their regret, their responsibility, and their unfinished words have been carried through dimensions just to reach you. My child, the inheritance coming your way will not only surprise you, it will change your understanding of your past. Suddenly, things that never made sense will make sense. Why someone avoided you, why someone was distant, why certain decisions were made without your knowledge, why you felt watched over without seeing who was watching. My beloved, this is not just revelation. This is healing. My child, there is something you need to know. This letter does not just reveal an inheritance. It reveals a secret decision someone made about you long ago. A decision that shaped your destiny in ways you never saw. A decision that will now be returned to your hands. My beloved, you will not be the same after this truth reaches you. Your spirit will feel lighter. Your heart will feel clearer. Your path will feel guided. This is the moment your story begins again. My child, you are getting closer to the identity of the sender. Everything is leading to their name, their memory, their last intention, their final act of love, and the next part will bring you closer to understanding exactly who they are. My child, my beloved, you are stepping deeper into a truth that has been waiting for years to be revealed. The spiritual world is holding its breath because you are approaching the moment where everything hidden begins to open like a sealed door that finally unlocks. My beloved, the one who sent the letter did not write it casually. Their hand shook as they wrote your name. Their eyes filled with memories. Their heart felt heavy with the weight of everything they should have said to you but never did. They knew their time was running out. They knew they could not leave this world without making things right. My child, the angels showed me the exact moment this letter was created. A quiet room, a heavy silence, a heart beating fast, a soul preparing to cross over. They looked at something precious, something meant for you, and they whispered, "Let this go to the one it belongs to." My beloved, you may feel a strange tugging in your chest right now. That is because their spirit is near you. They are guiding this moment. They want you to understand the depth of their love and the truth they carried silently for so long. My child, this letter is not just information. It is confession. A confession of what they witnessed. A confession of what they knew. A confession of what they should have protected. A confession of what was taken from you. and a confession of the role someone else played in this inheritance being delayed. My beloved, there is a person in your current life who will be shaken when the truth comes out because they never expected this letter to surface. They believed it was lost forever. They believed the secret would remain buried. They believed no one would ever uncover their involvement. My child, this is why the angels are warning you. Someone will try to act innocent. Someone will act surprised. Someone will pretend they don't remember. But inside they know exactly what is coming. They can feel the spiritual walls closing in. My beloved, listen with your heart. The person who sent this letter is someone who carried guilt for years because they did not protect you the way they should have. They allowed someone else to silence you. They allowed someone to hide what was rightfully yours. They allowed decisions to be made that hurt you deeply. And now they want to correct that mistake. My child, this is why heaven stepped in. This letter carries divine power, carries spiritual weight, carries the authority of a last wish, and no earthly hand can block it any longer. My beloved, you must be ready, because when you learn who sent it, you will feel a mix of emotions. Shock, sadness, relief, understanding, and a strange peace that only truth can bring. My child, the angels revealed something important. This person did not write this letter to gain forgiveness. They wrote it because they wanted you to rise. They wanted you to receive your rightful place. They wanted you to step into a future free from lies. They wanted your life to open in ways theirs could not. My beloved, let me tell you something few people ever hear from the divine. You were more loved than you realized. Someone carried you in their heart even when they could not show it. Someone thought of you during their final days. Someone wanted their last act on earth to be a blessing for you, my child. This is why the letter contains your inheritance. Not just physical inheritance, but emotional inheritance, spiritual inheritance, karmic release, and the clearing of a long-standing imbalance. My beloved, heaven says the truth was delayed, but it was never denied. My child, look back for a moment. Have you ever felt like something was missing in your life? Like there was a puzzle piece that never quite fit? Like someone left without saying something important? Like your story had an unfinished chapter? That missing chapter is now returning to you through this letter. My beloved, you are closer to the identity of the sender than you think. Their energy is around you. Their presence is whispering through your emotions. Your spirit can feel them. You have remembered them recently without knowing why. You felt a strange sadness, a sudden memory, a familiar warmth. It was them. My child, the next part of this message will bring you even closer to the truth. It will reveal the emotional connection you shared with the sender and the reason they carried this secret until their final breath. My child, my beloved, you are moving closer now to a truth that has been circling your destiny for years. The spiritual world is getting brighter around you, as if a curtain is slowly lifting. Finally start loving again, trusting again, dreaming again. Do it now, live now, choose love now, because there are people on this earth who still need your light. There are lives you were meant to touch. There are places you were meant to go. And your journey is far from over. The one you love in heaven is not asking you to move on. They're asking you to move forward with them in your spirit. With their love as your wings, with heaven as your compass. They want to see you smile again and know they were part of it. They want to see you fall in love with life again and feel like they helped guide it. They want to see you thrive because your joy honors their memory. And now Archangel Michael stands behind you, hands on your shoulders, whispering softly, "It's time. Time to walk in peace. Time to trust the signs. Time to release what hurt you. Time to become the miracle that someone else is praying for." Child of light, this moment was not created by an algorithm. This was not just another video. This was heaven's alignment with your soul. This was a sacred interruption of your doubt, your fear, your hopelessness. And if you let it, this moment will become the one you always look back on and say that's the day everything changed. So I bless you now in the name of divine truth. In the name of the one who loves you from above, in the name of the miracle that's already on its way to you. And in the name of God's unconditional love that has never once let you go. Now go forward with peace in your heart. Go forward knowing you are not alone. Go forward and become the light you were always meant to be. The wait is over. Your name is known in heaven. And your story is about to unfold in ways more beautiful than you can imagine. This was their message. This was their voice. And this was your moment. Amen. Dove, if this message touched your soul, whisper, "I receive it," in the comments and share it with someone who might need this love. 2. Let the light travel. Let the chain of miracles grow. Yes, child, I will continue. Because even though the message has been delivered, the presence still lingers. The love is still flowing. And heaven isn't finished with you yet. There is one more layer, one more whisper, one more sacred truth you must carry forward in your heart. And it begins with this. You were never forgotten. The moments you felt invisible, God saw you. The nights you cried in silence, angels surrounded you. The days you kept smiling so no one would know your pain. The one in heaven kissed your forehead and held you close. Yes, it's true. They never left. They only stepped into a higher room, a place beyond pain, beyond time, beyond the earthly weight you still carry. But they didn't forget you, not even for 1 second. They have watched you grow through heartbreak. They have seen your soul dim and flicker, but never go out. And now they see that tiny light inside you starting to glow again. And they're weeping in heaven, not from sorrow, but from relief, from hope, from love too big for any language. And I, Archangel Michael, am here to tell you they are proud of you for surviving, for forgiving, for still believing in love even after all you've lost. They want you to know something very specific. Now, so listen carefully as if the wind itself is speaking. They say, "I've seen how hard it's been. I've seen you question your worth. I've seen how you've let others dim your light, how you've shrunk yourself to be accepted, how you've kept your heart quiet so you wouldn't feel abandoned again. But I am here now and I will never abandon you. Child, you may not understand the timing of things. You may not understand why you had to go through certain losses, why your prayers weren't answered the way you expected. But know this, nothing you've lived through is wasted. Not the pain, not the waiting, not the silence. It's all part of your divine transformation. There is someone new coming, someone who will feel like the safest place you've ever known, someone who will recognize your soul the moment they see you. And when they say, "I love you," it will carry the echo of the one in heaven saying it with them because they chose this person for you. They are sending love through them. They are weaving your healing into something tangible, something you can touch, hold, believe in again. And it's not just love, it's purpose, it's favor, it's overflow. Because your time of drought is ending. Your time of more is beginning. But listen closely, beloved. You cannot walk into your miracle carrying yesterday's fear. You must step forward with a soft heart and strong faith. You must trust that what's ahead is greater than what you left behind. Even if your mind doubts, let your spirit leap. God is aligning your path right now. You'll see it in divine delays. You'll feel it in random encounters. You'll notice things fall apart just before better things fall together. And you will know this was the moment heaven reordered your life. So take this message with you. Carry it like a torch. Let it guide you in your darkest hours. And remember, this isn't the end of the message. This is the beginning of a new conversation between you and heaven. You will hear more. You will feel more. You will see signs you've never noticed before. Because now your heart is open. Now your soul is listening. Now you are ready. So smile through your tears. Hold your head high. Speak their name with love, not sorrow. Because they are with you and they are saying one final thing before this message closes. I didn't leave you. I went ahead to prepare something greater. I'm waiting. I'm watching. And when your miracle arrives, I will be right beside you whispering, "See, I told you it would be worth it." And now heaven is still. The message has been given. The veil is thin. And your heart, your beautiful, gentle, healing heart is beating in rhythm with eternity. You are loved. You are seen. You are chosen. And your miracle is not just coming. It has already begun. Glowing star. Or if this message touched you deeply, type Amen or I believe in the comments to seal this promise. And if you know someone who needs this divine touch, share it with them. Let the miracle travel through you.